So Donna says, you're really that. So Thea's like, wait, you're that afraid of Donna Drake, aren't you? So in other words, she's doing this to cover her tracks so that way the killer that killed Kate and James does not kill her as well. So Oliver asks us, who killed him? Was it who killed Caden's son? Was it Anatoly or Diaz? She said talking would only get her in trouble. And she says, there's a Thea I admire too, but the only thing is she's not pathetic. She's not pathetically as naive as you. You're gonna protect me. You're gonna help protect me from this. Turns out the money's actually gone as well. That's another reason why she used the whole Laurel Lance thing, because as Thea said, she's a public figure. She has a heart of gold, things of that nature. The publicity is what she was looking for. But I mean, if you're trying to stay under wraps, trying to keep yourself hidden, why make yourself a public figure? Like, why put the spotlight on you? Now Diaz, whoever the man is who killed Kate and James' son, is going to come right after you. You put a big target on your back, and the people that are said to quote unquote protect you. So, we'll see how this goes. But I do believe that the Black Siren is afraid of Dinah Drake because Dinah Drake is coming for that ass. So she watched the love of her life be killed by her. So I mean, why wouldn't you be afraid of someone that wants to get vengeance? Now, the woman that Oliver's talking to right now is the same woman that has something that quote unquote from last week, I believe, or a couple of episodes ago, that said that she has something that can prove that Oliver is the Green Arrow. So now Dinah Drake is now going after Laurel now. So because she's ready to she's ready to kill her ass. So now Curtis has to tell Zoe about her father. Oh, that's gonna crush that little girl's heart, man. Curtis has to tell Renee's daughter that he got injured. So now Renee Ramirez is not Oliver's sole witness. So his enemies, someone with both enemies on both sides. Who could that be? Wait, hold up. Wait a second. Roy Harper is the second witness? Okay, now I know for a fact he has to be getting pressured by somebody to do this. Alright, so now they're trying to figure out why the hell Roy Harper would actually testify against Oliver Queen. Why would he want to take him down? I mean, because he's been gone for like 2 or 3 years, right? So why would he have a vendetta against Oliver? Alright, so Oliver feels like Roy Harper's in trouble with Diaz and Anatoly, so Thea believes that they need to be protecting Roy instead of going against him, which I agree with. I mean, if he's the quote unquote second witness since Renee's being bound up in the hospital. They're gonna have to protect him, because if he talks, they're gonna try to kill him. I mean, that's the whole purpose of this. This is like witness protection kind of thing right now. Oh, Dinah just creeped in and she just saw her. So Quinn's like, so Black Siren's like, wait, are you here to make sure my health insurance is up, or are you here to protect me from her? So the doctor that pronounced Laura's death said, living in a world where a man can run fast at the speed of light, nothing surprises her anymore. She would have thought that she would have thought that this was miraculous, but since, again, like I mentioned, since there's a man that can run at the speed of light, nothing surprises her anymore. So I was like, wait, so you doing this for my sake? He said for all of our sakes. I like how Quentin is like the voice of reason between both parties, you know what I mean? So Dinah says real Laura would have never murdered Benj or anyone else. She did, so she has to pay for this. Which I agree with. She said, okay, the police officer took her. Something about a safe house. So that means someone else just snagged Laurel. Black Siren. So Dinah's like, wait, you did this. Quinn's like, wait, what are you talking about? I'm wondering where she is too. So the guy's taking her to Mr. Diaz, the dragon. This will be pretty interesting, to say the least. Alright, so now John and Oliver right there, they got the location on where Roy Harper is. And Oliver's trying to see whether or not, if he should even go save him or not. Because he's been gone for 2 or 3 years, Roy Harper has. And so they're pretty much watching him getting beat up by Anatoly and Diaz and whatnot. So now they gotta hurry up and make their move, or else, otherwise he's gonna be dead. This is crazy. But I'm actually glad to see Roy Harper again, though. Black Siren tells Anatoly, like, listen, Diaz killed Kate. I didn't. He's had his own agenda this whole time, and you didn't realize that. His money. So Anatoly pretty much told Black Siren his whole agenda. He's here for revenge against Oliver Queen and for the money. The money in which Diaz has. And then 2, Oliver's right in the damn city. You can easily pull up on him at any moment. So Thea wants to sue back up to get Roy Harper. Those 2 were once a love interest. So possibly the reason why Thea wants to get back into it is to, I guess you could say, to amend those feelings, so to speak. Besides, Thea deserves a love interest after all that she's been through. coma and no coma. So Roy tells Thea everything. SPD tased him, tried to question him, squeeze him, things like that. Pretty much they know about him respecting his death, Oliver, everything. So this is something else. As we're back. So now Thea is still pretty pissed that, Oliver saved her while she was trying to extract Ray from that hostile situation. Given the fact that Thea, aka Speedy, is Oliver's sister, he had to protect his sister and family at all costs. But Oliver did promise her that they will get Roy back, no matter what. So, we'll see how that goes. So, these are pretty much our off-duty cops working for Diaz, the dirty cops. That's what I expected. And I never realized that what Thea was wearing was actually Roy's at one point. I just remembered that actually. And for a minute, I didn't think. For a minute, I was like, wait a second. I thought that was always just Thea's, like her original. Turns out it was actually Roy's. To which she actually complimented her and said, you know what, hey, wait a second, is that my hood? That looks really good on you. So Thea felt like, knowing that she had her bloodlust, the coma, knowing that Roy was out there okay, that made her life a little bit easier. Now she's going to try to make sure anything she can to make sure that he can remain okay and alive. So now Oliver's son, Dinah, and quitting that. Listen, Kate James was killed by Diaz right there. He said, listen, the cops are on Diaz's payroll because he has that money. He's using pretty much, this is pretty smart on Diaz's part. Because, remember, he used to have a flooring business, you know what I mean? But since when that was destroyed, that pretty much put him in the canner for that one. But so pretty much what Diaz is doing actually is, he's using the city's money that Kate James wired to his account to take dirty off-duty cops or active cops, put them on his payroll, which in turn will be making them dirty because they're accepting a bribe from a criminal. I gotta say, it's pretty damn strategic if you ask me. This is a mindfuck to everybody. Alright, so now Anatoly has, Black Siren meet, the Diaz, the dragon. And I must say, the dragon knows how to defend himself pretty well, man. That was some pretty good self-defense. That's some pretty good martial arts right there, I must say. Looks kind of like Cavalera, I believe. So now, Diaz is pretty much on his crew. Each family member, each one of us does well, the whole family does. The whole family prospers. And this is kind of, this is a little crazy to me, even though I'm a fan. This is kind of unusual in a sense. Okay, so now, John, Oliver, Thea went to go extract Roy from a police van, turns out to be a decoy. So now it turns out, actually, Roy's actually with Diaz, along with Black Siren. So Oliver feels, partially guilty for the fact that Roy's in the situation he's in now, because he feels like if he would have never let Roy drop off the base he got 2 or 3 years ago, he would not be in this situation. But of course, as Felicity said, that was his choice, that was his decision, so that's not on you. Now things have gotten interesting. In a sense that, Diaz just asked Roy, why would Oliver let his baby sister come out of retirement for you? So do I have to bring the bait to her or to you? So Jago tells Oliver, listen, Siren showed up at Atlanta's place giving details on Ricardo Diaz. Siren says, well, it occurred to her that if she was going to be Laurel, she would have to start acting like her. So now they got a location on Roy. It's time to move into action. So I already tells Dinah, listen, trust me, I don't trust you, so let's stay out of my way. Ooh, harsh words. To be quite honest with you, I feel like now the tide is starting to turn between Dinah and Oliver. I feel like the team is going to start to reform. In terms of since Roy Harper's in the mix now. I hope it changes for the better.